Never thought I'd be making this video, or anything like this. But it's gotten to the point where I have to now. Alright, so, hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about something that's been on my mind for a little bit, that I've been seeing a lot on social media, and it legitimately just has to stop. We're going to talk about the unwritten rules of the fandom. For those of you wondering, what is an unwritten rule? Well, by definition, an unwritten rule is a constraint imposed by an organization or society that is not written down. It usually exists in an unspoken way because they form a part of logic or a course of action, implied by, assumptions. That's what I'm getting off of Google. But what are the unwritten rules in this fandom? If you've been on Twitter at any point in the last week, you'll know that this one big thing that's been trending is this Thomas and the Magic Railroad parody. Now, I've seen it, but that's a topic for a whole other day. The topic for today is the reactions people have been getting are so inappropriate. I mean, everyone has the right to voice their opinions, but it's like, that's where the rules come in. Apparently, unwritten rule number 1 is you have to agree with everyone on universally agreed topics. If you disagree, you're pretty much going to be chastised by the whole fandom. This happens when you hear people say, oh, I like the hit era, or oh, I like season 12. Hell, someone on Twitter did a poll the other day, and people were saying, what do you mean you like the hit era? What do you mean you like the Miller era? The new stuff, Big World, Big Adventures, is much worse. And these people are getting a lot of hate for it, which is really unwarranted. And it's really toxic. And that brings me on to rule number 2. The who does not watch the latest video from a big user is subject to criticism. And lots of criticism. This is why I wanted to make this video. Because of the Magic Railroad parody and everything that's been going on social media, because here's the deal, guys. We all get to choose what we watch. Like, I'm going to be entirely honest. We all have the freedom, or at least I think, that we all have the freedom to watch whatever the hell we want. So what if you like season 12? You can watch it as much as you want. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. If you don't like the new stuff, you don't have to watch it. Plain and simple. Hell, it even goes for some of the people who buy the toys. If you don't like the new stuff, you just buy the old stuff online, right? You guys know I'm right. I mean, now we're going to go over to Twitter, and we're actually just going to read some of this stuff. I've actually bookmarked some stuff that I've found, and other people have found as well. So, some people have actually said to people, just because you didn't watch the hashtag Thomas and the Magic Railroad parody doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it. Just let people enjoy things, expletive. It doesn't matter if you watch it or not. Like, just let people live their lives. I mean, there's so many people online who have gotten so much hate simply because they did not watch the parody. I mean, I'm gonna go to a user on Twitter who recently said, I apologize to the people who I offended with my comment about not wanting to watch the parody. My tweet was not meant to be rude. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what my intent was because people's opinions are already set in stone with the hate I got from it. The only reason I feel the need to voice it is because anyone who knows me knows how much I love Magic Railroad. Unfortunately, I have personal reasons as to why I wish not to watch the parody. I apologize. You guys are going to see that on screen. First off, you should never, ever have to apologize for a course of action simply because it does not go with what other people like. We all have the right to our own opinions, and this user said, due to personal reasons. So, why are people getting on them about it? What's wrong with people saying, oh, I don't want to watch this? I mean, hell, if you don't want to watch, like, Big World, Big Adventures, no one's forcing you to watch it. But with this parody, this person clearly feels like they're being forced to watch it. And that just isn't good. Like, we shouldn't have to force people to do things just because it's like a big effort about it. Like, yeah, if it's a big effort, we respect the effort people made. But, I mean, it's not like we're trying to say, oh, like, it sucks. We're not saying it sucks. We're just saying we don't want to watch it, these people are saying. So, and this brings me to another YouTuber. His name is Steve the Weed. I'm just going to give him a shout out. He had to make a whole video as to what's going on with this. And that's kind of part of the inspiration that made me decide, you know what, I'm going to make this video. Because it doesn't matter what I say or what people say, they're just going to keep hating other people. And that's just doesn't fly. So literally, this guy had to make a whole video to explain what he meant, because it's true. People are getting on other people simply because they didn't watch this parody. Now, I've seen it. I'm not going to comment anything about it because that's a whole other video. Just because someone is saying they're not interested in watching it doesn't mean they're saying, oh, I hate it, or oh, it sucks, or oh, I don't really think it's going to be that good. For basically saying, oh, I don't want to watch it for this reason or whatever reason. And seriously, guys, some of the stuff we're seeing online just is so bad. I'm going to go to one of my friends on Twitter just to show you guys. Obviously, I've blocked out the names and stuff. But this basically is what's been going on. So one of my friends on Twitter said, the guy said he's not interested, and they're just going to start hating on him? And then someone else replied, we're hating on him because he's dissing the movie before he watched it. That's the problem. You don't have to hate someone. They're not dissing it. Saying, I'm not going to watch it or I can't watch it right now is not saying, ugh, it's not worth my time. It's saying, hey, you don't know what's going on in my life. I might have something that doesn't let me watch it. It could be a number of things. But people are jumping to conclusions. And seriously? Just because you're saying you're not interested isn't... How is that dissing? That is what one of my friends on Twitter said. And then someone replied, no, it's the fact that you guys say that you have a valid opinion on it before you watch it. And then, obviously, there's a swear word that I'm not going to say on video. But the problem is, how is saying, I do not want to watch this, or I'm not planning on watching this, how is that dissing? We know the movie took a long time to make, and it was well done. I would know because I've watched it. But here's the thing, just because other people haven't seen it, doesn't mean you're going to hate on them. I'll try to explain this in a way that I can just explain it. I'm doing hand gestures, by the way, while I'm recording this. So, it's like if I said, it's like if anyone who creates content says, you didn't watch my video, I hate you now. Like, that doesn't make any logical sense. What if someone just randomly told you, oh, I hate you because you didn't watch my video? That's going to make you less likely to watch their videos. Am I right? So, that's the same kind of logic we're dealing with here. Like, why are people going to say, oh, I hate you're dissing this even though you haven't seen it? They're just saying, I'm not watching it or I'm not interested, isn't saying it sucks. Saying I'm not interested is I'm not going to watch it right now, or now is not the time for me to watch it, or I'm going through something, I don't have time to watch it. Like, they're not hating on the movie. They haven't even seen the movie. They can't have an opinion on the movie's content. They're just saying, I'm not interested. And for those of you who want to know what that means, I'm going to show you all the definition of I'm not interested. The definition of uninterested, which is basically saying I'm not interested, is not having the mind or feelings engaged. You can see this on my screen. That means you don't have a feeling about it. You haven't thought about it. No feelings engaged. I mean, come on, people. It's basically saying I don't have an opinion. But when did saying I'm not interested get misinterpreted as I hate it or it's bad? Like, come on, people. We're all mature people. We all know how to think. So let's do each other a solid one and stop hating on each other. That's it. Play nice. Enough said.